In this lesson, I'm going to talk about the relation between the graphic and the coefficient a, b, c. The question is, the graphic of a quadratic function y equals to ax squared plus bx plus c, shown here. In the following choice, how many selections are correct? Look at the first selection. Because the coefficient a is determined by the open direction of the graphic. Because the graphic is open upward, so the coefficient a is a positive number. So a larger than 0 is correct. B. Because the coefficient b is determined by the axis of symmetry. X equals to negative b divided by 2a. b negative b divided by 2a is the axis of symmetry. In our case, the axis of symmetry is 1/2. 1/2. 1/2 is a positive number, so this is larger than 0. Now, both sides of the inequality multiply -1. -1 multiply negative b divided by 2a. Right side 0 multiply -1. Because both sides of inequality multiply -1, so the inequality should change sign, change the direction, larger than 0 becoming less than 0. -1 times negative b is positive b, so b is less than 0 times anything is 0. So we get b is less than 0. So choice B is not correct. Now look at C. If x equals to 0, then we have y equals to c. X equals to 0 is y-axis. So y-axis intersect with the graphic at this point. So c is a negative number. C is -6. So c is less than 0. So choice C is not correct. Now look at choice D. If y equals to 0, then we have ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. This equation, the solution of this equation is x1 or x2 equals to 2a is denominator, numerator negative b, positive negative, square root b squared, subtract 4ac. If b squared subtract 4ac is larger than 0, then we have two solutions, x1 and x2. In our case, when y is 0, which is a x-axis, intersect with the graphic at these 2 points, x1 and x2. x1 equals to -2 and x2 equals to 3. So in our case, b squared subtract 4ac is larger than 0. So choice D is correct. Now look at the choice E. If x equals to 1, when x equals to 1, y equals to a times 1 squared is 1. 1 times a is a. So y equals to a plus b times 1 is b plus c. So x equals to 1 is this line. This line intersects with the graphic at this point. This point, y equals to negative 6. Y equals to negative 6. So a plus b plus c is less than 0. Now, so choice E is not correct. Now look at the choice F. If x equals to negative 1, x equals to negative 1, y equals to a times negative 1 squared. Negative 1 squared is positive 1. Positive 1 times a is a. Negative 1 times b is negative b plus c. X equals to negative 1 is this line. This line intersects with the graphic at this point. This point corresponding y equals to negative 4. So y equals to negative 4. So a subtract b plus c is negative, which is less than 0. So choice F is not correct. So in our case, choice A and choice D are correct. Thank you for watching.